Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the graduating class of 2026. You may be seated. Good morning, everyone. How's everyone feel today? Graduation days have a mix of emotions, so it's okay. You can live in the moment today. I want to wish a warm welcome to families and friends of our graduates, to the dedicated OASIS faculty and staff, to our honored guests, and to everyone who came today to celebrate this occasion, the graduation of the class of 2026. The class of 2026 has a special place in my heart, as does each of our classes, but there's some unique things of the class of 2026. Many of the students in this class have been at OASIS for a long time, some as far as all of their middle school, and some even into their elementary. Some even started in 5th grade, the first year OASIS opened. I've had the privilege to watch Vin, Brooklyn, Karthik, Abby, Audrey, Caleb, Miu, Adam complete their entire middle school and high school at OIS. But it was not always smooth sailing. It's story time. Vin, Brooklyn, Karthik, Abby, Audrey, and their parents probably don't know this, but this story will go down in history as the first class to get scolded by Mr. Hale. Your then classroom teacher in 5th grade, Miss Johnson, now Dr. Kavanaugh, had had enough of the class. I mean, you guys. I think my words were, "This is not how Eagles act." The irony of the first year of opening our school is that we were all trying to figure out, how do Eagles act? Fortunately, that was the last time I had to scold them as a group. They did figure out how Eagles act, whether it was in the classroom, on the stage, in the gym, or on the field. In the world, in this class has exemplified what it means to be an OASIS student and soon to be alumni. We don't come into school fully formed, but we do need to be willing to be formed, pliable to the awareness and knowledge that comes through the process of learning and the building of relationships. Parents, today your kids cross the stage and the next step into their lives. We cross something too as parents. We move from being daily guides and lifelong supporters. It's a beautiful and sometimes bittersweet transition as parents. But what a gift it is to watch our children become young adults, the young adults we hope they would be. to teachers and staff. You've shaped minds, nurtured confidence, and modeled integrity. Thank you for being more than educators. Thank you for being mentors, encouragers, and steadfast examples of what it means to serve and lead with excellence. The investment you've made in these students has left a lasting impression, and we are forever grateful to you. Parents and educators today, together, today we harvest the fruit of our partnership. We've walked together, learned together, sometimes cried together, and run together to help the class of 2026 arrive at this day. Thank you, parents and teachers, for being such great partners together on this journey. To the class of 2026, take a minute to think about your bumps and bruises and turns, triumphs and failures, highs and lows that have accompanied your time with us. Each of you have them. These experiences have brought you to the strength and tenacity to confidently take your next step. Thank you for showing your school what it means to stay the course and not quit. As you move forward, I offer you the same challenge I've given to the ones that have come before you. First, show gratitude to your families, your teachers, and your classmates. Remember to be grateful, even for the moments of struggle. They helped you grow into the person that you are today. Those roses in your hands are going to be used to show that gratitude today. As you leave this place, you are encouraged to pass that rose to someone here who helped you get to this moment, and let them know you are thankful for them. Second, never stop growing. Question boldly. Learn relentlessly. Lead humbly. And let curiosity drive you forward as you navigate the new challenges that await. Class of 2026, it has been a privilege for me to be part of your journey. And know this, we are all here for you. Go Eagles.
Sun is shining in the sky, there ain't a cloud inside. It stopped raining, everybody's in the play, and don't you know, it's a beautiful new day. Hey. Running through the avenue, see how the sun shines brightly in the city, on the streets where once was pity. Mr. Blue Sky is living here today. Mr. Blue Sky, tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Mr. Blue Sky, tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Welcome to the Please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Hey there, Mr. Blue, we're so pleased to be with you. Look around, see what you do. Everybody smiles at you. Hey there. Blue sky, tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Hey there, Mr. Blue, we're so pleased to be with you. Look around, see what you do. Everybody smiles at you.
Born in Minneapolis, Minnesota, Mr. Ben Sullivan's passion for teaching has carried him across Canada, South Korea, and finally to Malaysia, where he has helped students with everything from social emotional support to coaching volleyball to teaching physics. But no matter where he goes, his love for his family, his students, and knowledge and truth remain constant. Knowledge to him is not something meant to stay trapped in textbooks or within classroom walls. It is something to be shared, questioned, explored, and lived out. Since before high school, Mr. Sullivan has guided us as our ethics and values teacher. And for the more academically inclined of us, he has shown the range of his intelligence by teaching multiple AP courses. His classroom has always been a place where ideas mattered and growth was expected. And we are now equipped to carry the same attitude he brought to teaching into the next phase of our lives. Mr. Sullivan has had an impact on all of our high school experiences. Outside of the classroom, Mr. Sullivan has devoted countless hours to coaching high school volleyball, serving as an advisor for a variety of clubs, and ensuring that the myriad of technical needs for theater and other packed productions run smoothly. Outside of school, Mr. Sullivan is involved in community theater and serves his church faithfully. In every role he steps into and in every life he touches, Mr. Sullivan's boundless dedication has left an indelible mark on our school, inspiring us to carry his passion for truth and lifelong growth into our own futures. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Sullivan.
That was beautiful, thank you. I'm afraid I don't bound as much as I used to. This is a special occasion. I have known some of you guys for 8 years. You were in elementary school when we met. You're the last class I taught all the way from 8th grade on. The 10th graders have no idea who I am, right? This means a lot to me. And you have watched me grow and get a lot more gray, but more importantly, we have watched you guys grow. Yeah. Man, I'm going to cry. Do you guys remember 8th grade? Do you remember what you believed about the world around you? I do. Miyu wrote about the United Nations and how they were going to empower the next generation of global leaders. Mainly because BTS was in the article, but do you remember BTS? Yeah. But that spark of leadership was there. I remember Tony wrote about the NBA. Right? Some passions, it seems, never change. Tony, are you still a Bucks fan? No? Maybe passions do change? Okay. Brian wrote about the origins of humanity and our connection to a creator. A creator, Brian. Really? I choose to believe those weren't just words on a page, but a commitment to a lifetime of exploring. What about 9th grade? Do you guys remember who you wanted to be in 9th grade? I do. Some of them are hiding their faces now. Brooklyn wanted to challenge the norms of art and fashion. And I believe you found that your voice is most powerful when you speak with conviction and love and for the truth. Caleb wanted to make people smile and laugh. Mission accomplished, brother. Yeah. And because of the cross, of course, to be a person of responsibility. Yeah. When I think of what you guys wanted to do, I think of Audrey wanting to be someone who's compassionate and humble and creative. And you wrote this year's play, Beyond the Village, so mission accomplished there too. Yeah. Vin wanted to be smart. Mission accomplished, brother. Yeah. And I don't know if you remember, you and Hewan and Caleb wanted to start a business combating deforestation, making little trinkets out of recycled materials. And if any of you are VCs or venture capitalists, they have a prospectus ready for you. You can talk to them later. What was true in 10th grade? Osazi joined us in 10th grade. He believed he was created to protect those who could not defend themselves, right? And share in God's love. Beautiful. In 11th grade, Abby wrote that her purpose was to share that same love with the world. Connie, you said that you believed in self-sufficiency. And I hope you, looking at this crowd, now understand that you're never alone. None of you guys are. You spent the last several years searching and growing. I want to encourage you to continue doing that. None of your parents are the same people they were in high school, right? You should be very thankful for that. Amen? Keep seeking, keep growing. Where will your journey take you next? And are you committed to continue learning and continue pursuing truth? To be people of character, honorable, noble, seeking and championing truth. To hold a burden of leadership in whatever community we find ourselves in, and then to innovate novel solutions to have a positive impact on those communities. These are the traits that we've tried to instill in you along the way, the OASIS way. And we see it in who you have become. And today, we celebrate who you have become. And we celebrate who you can become. I'm excited to see where your journey takes you next. Will you commit to continue seeking the truth? Some of you have found it. Some of you have grown in your relationship with it. We love you. I love you. And I'm so looking forward to what happens next. It has been an absolute privilege to be a part of your life for these years. Thank you. Thank you for going on this journey with us. Congratulations, class of 2026. Thank you.
Good morning. I have the honor and privilege of introducing you to the OIS International Schools Salutatorian for the class of 2026. This year's honoree calls Seoul, Korea his birthplace, but it is here in Malaysia, growing up in Putrajaya, where he spent his formative years. His educational journey took him through HELP and Nexus international schools before he ultimately found his home here at Oasis. Coming to Oasis meant navigating a major shift from the British education system to the American curriculum, adapting to everything from different sports cultures to new student-teacher dynamics. He met this challenge head-on, learning to step out of his comfort zone to building deep and meaningful relationships with those around him. That same grit defined his academic path. He showed immense bravery by skipping from Chinese 1 to Chinese 3, earning the Chinese Departmental Award, and pushed himself in the AP language class to master the art of powerful reasoning and arguments. But as impressive as his academic achievements are, his true legacy lies in what he contributed to our campus and our community. He leaves behind an improved PE department, knowing that he put his heart into contributions behind the scenes as a student assistant. He leaves behind a legacy of service, having led our service club, co-founded the STEM club, and initiated our first middle school STEAM night, a program that will inspire younger minds for years to come. He also leaves behind both the basketball and football teams where he captained, mentored young players, and learned that true leadership means guiding a team through conflict with an easygoing grace. He understands that where there are people, there will be conflicts, and true leadership means navigating those moments with grace and perspective. When asked how he wants to be remembered, he didn't mention trophies or high scores. He simply said he hopes people remembering him for being himself, for being genuine. This fall, he will head to Australia to pursue his university education in the STEM field. He is a young man who refuses to work just for the sake of working. Rather, he wants his life's work to benefit society and make others feel truly special. He is a leader, a scholar, a teammate, and above all, a deeply genuine person. For the past 4 years, I have had the privilege of mentoring and walking alongside this young man, who embodies the very qualities we hope to see in every graduate who walks out of these doors: character, leadership, and innovation. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in celebrating and welcoming to the stage Gan Hyo Tony Kim.
Good morning and congratulations to the class of 2026. To our families, our teachers, and everyone who made it here this morning, thank you. And to my fellow graduates, we made it. Congratulating the class, thanking the people who got us here, briefly reflecting on the past 4 years. These are the unspoken requirements of a salutatorian speech, and I've now fulfilled all of them in about 15 seconds. If you're worried I would spend the next 5 minutes on formalities, please don't be. I was never very good at following them anyway. Apparently, another tradition is including some kind of meaningful parable, so I'll contribute one of my own. 2 years ago, I asked my older brother what it felt like to graduate and get into med school. He initially joked that it felt great because mom couldn't tell him what to do anymore. But then he admitted something unexpected. He said that he felt like a fraud. which at the time was not exactly the deeply reassuring wisdom I was hoping to receive from somebody who had supposedly figured life out already. But standing here now, somehow a salutatorian, wearing decorative cords and titles that are apparently supposed to make a person feel complete, I think I finally understand what he meant. I remember sitting in this exact pack 4 years ago as a freshman at my first ever graduation. I remember looking at the seniors like they were impossibly accomplished people. They seemed older in every sense of the word, taller, wiser, more certain. I remember wondering how anybody could ever become that person, and now somehow I'm standing here graduating myself. Which is honestly a little alarming, because if I'm being completely truthful, I do not feel transformed in the cinematic way I once assumed adulthood would feel. Slightly taller, maybe considerably more tired, but not completely, not fully formed. At some point, most of us quietly assume that adulthood is a destination, that eventually somebody hands you a stable sense of certainty and competence, and you simply become the kind of person who knows what they're doing. But I increasingly suspect that most adults are improvising far more than they'd like to admit. The confidence rarely arrives first, usually responsibility does. And almost invisibly, the people who once seemed responsible for holding the entire world together slowly hand pieces of that responsibility to you. Because now it is up to us, which is exciting, but also terrifying. However, the realization that nobody fully knows what they're doing is one of the more comforting realizations we can have. The people we admired were uncertain too. They simply kept moving forward anyway. And I think I've learned that lesson better from my family than anyone else. To my father, you taught me almost everything I know: football, responsibility, discipline, what it means to become a man. And when I say you were the perfect example, I do not mean you were perfect. In fact, some of the most important lessons came from watching your struggles, your flaws, your sacrifices, and your perseverance despite all of it. To my mother, looking back now, I genuinely do not understand how you managed everything you did, keeping our lives together through practices, exams, APs, SAT registrations we absolutely would have missed without you, while somehow making it appear effortless to everyone except probably yourself. And to my brother, you became the person I could talk to about anything: movies, music, books, fear, ambition, life. Those conversations shaped me more than you probably realize, and somewhere along the way, the person I grew up beside became someone I deeply look up to. I think what I've slowly realized over these past 4 years is that maybe the goal was never to feel complete. Maybe the reason my brother still felt uncertain stepping into med school, and the reason many of us feel uncertain now, is because life keeps demanding that we grow into versions of ourselves we've never been before. And perhaps that feeling never fully disappears. But now, instead of finding that discouraging, I find it exciting. Because for the first time in our lives, we genuinely do not know what comes next. We do not know where we'll end up, who we'll become, who we'll lose, or who we'll meet. And somehow, that uncertainty makes the future feel more alive than ever. So class of 2026, if I'm an advocate for anything, I hope we continue to relish in the uncertain. I hope we continue to feel slightly challenged by the lives ahead of us. And I hope that even when we feel uncertain, underprepared, or even a little fraudulent, we continue moving forward anyway. Because maybe uncertainty is not evidence that we're failing. Maybe it is evidence that we're still becoming. Thank you.
Good morning. There we go. I have had the privilege of knowing Luke Kim since he joined our school at the end of his 9th grade year. I've always enjoyed our conversations as his high school counselor and how my future-focused agendas would always veer off into a rabbit trail of musings about the world, giving me a greater glimpse into Luke's brilliant mind and heart. Academically, Luke has achieved excellence across disciplines, undertaking perhaps the most rigorous curriculum of any student at our school. Through his leadership in student council, involvement in clubs, and sharing of his musical talent with Band 101, Luke has left a lasting impact on our school. Outside of school, he has dedicated himself to self-improvement and community service by tutoring, interning at a local clinic, pursuing edX courses, music lessons, and language study, just to name a few. And yet, what truly distinguishes Luke is his depth of character. Luke is a deeply curious person whose endless pursuit of knowledge is matched only by his warmth, genuine connection to others, and strong attention to the world around him. Luke does not simply seek to learn, but strives to use his mind to make a meaningful impact. To truly illustrate Luke's character, I wanted to share a few of his own words, which to me help embody the person that is standing before us today. In looking through his college essays, and there were quite a few, I pulled out several passages that I felt capture Luke's heart, his compassion, his deep commitment to leaving the world and the people in it around him better than he found them. Excellence must be measured not only by achievement, but by whether it strengthens institutions so that freedom, dignity, and opportunity are secured for all. I hope to contribute to a campus community that values innovation guided by humanity and prepares students to serve with purpose. My experience taught me that leadership begins with awareness. By approaching people with patience and care, I'm prepared to challenge the present and help build a future shaped by empathy, understanding, and shared responsibility. This fall, Luke will be attending university in the United States, where he will pursue studies in pharmacy and continue his commitment to leveraging his passions and his gifts for science and research, equitable access to healthcare, and compassion and care for all. Please join me in welcoming the class of 2026 valedictorian, Luke Juwon Kim.
Whoops. Okay. Something happened. Hello, friends, faculty, parents, honored guests, and some regular guests, and of course, the class of 2026. This is our very exciting day, and I want to give a big congratulations to everyone, including myself, for being here. Before I begin, I'd like to say the most important thing in my life. Thank you. 어머니, Mom, you sacrificed your 18 years to me, and you made me here, and my milestone belongs to you. 부모 할머니, thank you for embracing me in Malaysia. Without you, I could never adapt in Malaysia's humidity. Matt, Steph, my dear cousins, thank you for being my talking partner. And with you, like, my Konglish finally turned into an English. And Angeline, Andrea, I love you too, and thank you so much. The world we live in is plagued with dangers. COVID-19, wars around the world, global warming, and the most importantly, facial acne. I'm still fighting with one of these. And despite all the odds, we still managed to graduate. So let's give ourselves another big round of applause. I'd like to start off with my personal story. It happened 2 months ago when I had a long vacation from this school. I was in a hospital elevator and was stuck with a girl around 5 years old and her mom. The elevator suddenly stopped its motion and the girl started to cry out. Fortunately, I had a Skittle in my pocket, so I gave it to her. And the mom next to her said, "Sehyeon, you should say thank you to this uncle." No brother, not student, but she said, uncle. That shocked me. From the next day, I couldn't stop thinking about it. AP Psych students here would call it curse of knowledge. How am I an uncle? Do I look that old? 3 days of being pensive, I slowly realized one thing. Nothing actually happened. There was no moment, no switch, no clear line where I became an adult. I just was. And that made me ask a bigger question. Adult, what about it? What is so different about it? So here's my definition. Thank you, Mom, for making me establish this definition. Adult is someone who takes responsibility. Adult is someone who takes care of others. Adult is the one who knows how to prioritize kindness over ego. We will be adults for the next 60 years if we are to live 80 years of life. But maybe adulthood was never about being, we are built for this. Because the truth is, none of us fully are. Not yet. Adulthood isn't a moment where everything clicks. There was no moment where everything suddenly made sense. No switch flipped. Which means this. But what did change is that now our choices finally carry weight. And that's what makes adulthood real. Not a feeling, but a responsibility to choose, like tax. Because from this point on, we are the one deciding who we become. And one of the first choices we face is this. Do we keep dreaming the way we used to? We've spent nearly 2 decades dreaming, 216 months of imagining impossible futures for ourselves, 6,570 days of unrealistic goals, 157,680 hours of ideas that didn't always make sense to anyone else. And now we stand at a turning point where those dreams either continue or quietly fade away. When I searched on the YouTube for an inspiring valedictorian speech, all the people told me one thing: aim high, dream big, fail big. Boring. And now, as adults, the advice started to feel a bit risky, less like inspiration and more like something irresponsible. But at the same time, I think we should respect the idea of playing small. Because not everyone is meant to chase something loud or extraordinary. Sometimes small means stability. It means being present for the people around you. It means building a quiet, honest life. And there's nothing wrong with that. But here's the difference. Playing small out of intention is very different from playing small out of fear. So if adulthood is a series of choices, then the real question is, what will you dream big or small? It is, rather, you are choosing your life on purpose. Because after 18 years of dreaming it would be far more irresponsible to choose a life that is smaller than what you truly believed in. So here's something I want you to remember. Don't let your 15-year-old self be disappointed in who you became. And don't let your 65-year-old self look back with regret. We stand right here in the middle of those two people. The one who believed in everything and the one who will remember everything. And what connects them is what we choose to do next. You will be an adult. You will carry responsibility, expectations, and weight. But don't lose the 18 years of childhood that brought you here. Keep that part of you alive, the part that dares, that dreams, that tries without fear. Be bold sometimes, not recklessly, not carelessly, because you are an adult now. But bold enough to take chances, bold enough to stay curious, and bold enough to become more than what is expected of you. So I'll leave you with this. Will you be an adult who chooses courage and chooses growth and chooses kindness again and again? I would like to share a quote from one of my favorite songs. One day, you'll leave this world behind, so live a life you will remember. Be proud And thank you. We made it, class of 2026.
Sun is shining in the sky. There ain't a cloud in sight. It stopped raining. Everybody's in the play. And don't you know it's a beautiful new day? Hey, running down the avenue. See how the sun shines brightly in the city. On the streets where once was pity, Mr. Blue Sky is living here today. Hey, Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Hey, you with the pretty face, welcome to the human race. A celebration, Mr. Blue Sky's up there waiting, and today is the day we've waited for. Oh, Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Hey there, Mr. Blue, it's a place to be with you. Look around, see what you do. Everybody smiles at you. Hey there, Mr. Blue, it's a place to be with you. Look around, see what you do. Everybody smiles at you. Mr. Blue Sky, Mr. Blue Sky, Mr. Blue Sky. Mr. Blue, you get it right, but soon comes Mr. Night, creeping over. Now his hand is on your shoulder. Never mind, I'll remember you this. I'll remember you this way. Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Hey there, Mr. Blue Sky, so pleased to be with you. Look around, see what you do. Everybody smiles at you.
That was amazing. All right, class of 2026, take a look around you. Think about how far you've come. Throughout your journey, you have lived out our theme for this year, connected to more. You didn't just walk through our halls. You didn't just attend class, but you plugged in and you made our school a better place. We've seen your leadership in the student council, on the court, on the pitch, and in the clubs you led and the events you brought to life. We've also seen your remarkable creativity light up the stage and the art studio. You've been mentors to younger students, and you've served alongside your peers, leaving a lasting impact both inside our walls here and outside in the world. And now we pause. We pause to celebrate you and to launch you on your next journey. As we send you off, I want you to remember the wise words of the Lorax. Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not. Class of 2026, our world needs you. We need your care. We need your adaptability. We need your leadership and the empathy that you have cultivated during your time here at OASIS. As you launch into this next season, remember the parents who believed in you. Remember the teachers who guided you and the peers who walked beside you. Remember that we have seen and felt your impact, and we celebrate the impact that you will continue to have in this world. It is my privilege and honor to present diplomas to the OASIS International School Class of 2026. Congratulations. Lukman Nurakim bin Ahmad Sofian. Sahyan An. Enyang Choi. Hyewon Choi. Omar Samer Yusuf Isoi. Abigail Karis Esri. Caleb Hayashi. Siyu He. Ayami Hiramatsu. Shori Hosokawa. Audrey Kong Tien Yue. Konghyo Kim. Luke Juwon Kim. Jill Lee. Adam Liu Osman. Brooklyn Diana Abena McLeod. Miu Melia Mori. Asaze Samuel Oluwarotimi Abaze. Sewon Park. Raja Ahmad Saifu Nizam bin Raja Saiful Ridwan. Changin Song. Vinath Vintra Tirkumar. Karthikeyan Vigneswaran.
Got to wait for Karthik. Is he back there yet? There he goes. Okay. Okay. Here we go. With the graduating class of 2026, please stand. On behalf of the faculty and staff of OIS International School, Kuala Lumpur, I certify that each of you has satisfied the graduation requirements of OIS International School under the governance of NIC's OIS Network of Schools in compliance with the Western Association of Colleges and Schools, and therefore is eligible to receive a high school diploma. You may now turn your tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations, graduates!
If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. If you're tossing and you're turning and you just can't fall asleep.
Parents, guests, and staff, thank you for coming and celebrating with us today. This is a special day, and I hope that you enjoy it with your family and friends. Please join us in the PAC lobby for a reception and refreshments. Thank you very much.
Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, ooh, things are supposed to do. Oh yeah.